5 at 5. Happy Friday. Let's see who's joining us this evening. Get you a little bit more straightened up. Hi. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. How are we all? Hello. Nice to see so many of you joining in. Hi, Deb. Oh, that came out funny. Happy Friday. It's the weekend. Hi, Sharon. Hello. Thank you. I decided to smarten myself up and put a dress on this week rather than just living in jeans as I have been recently. Hi, Bev. Hi, Grace. Hi, Sarah. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Carol. Joanne, Wendy, Maria. Hello, hello. Lots of you. Nice to see everybody this evening. Gosh, it's been a busy day here. Hi, Chris. Been absolutely charging to get all this gorgeous new stuff onto the website for you all, so you can all enjoy it. Let's just see if I can get this a little bit lower. I've had to adjust my tripod and I don't like it at that angle. Hi. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Beth. Wow, lots of you. Thank you for everybody for your supportive slurping comments last week as well. Oh, good. I'm glad you're excited to see it. I'm excited to share it. It has been an exciting day here. I really didn't want to count my chickens this week, with last week's delivery being a bit of an issue. To the extent that when the guy got here, I was like, I hope it's all there. And he was like, oh yeah. So yes, once we got it all unpackaged and set out in front of us, we were so happy. You haven't booked, but have I got spaces for tomorrow? I think so, Sarah. I think we do. There's always room for you. Good evening, Mandy. Right, so shall we get stuck in? We've got quite a lot to get through because quite a lot has come in. And I'm going to start with these beautiful linen viscose blends, which I'm so excited for, and have taken up quite a lot of my waking hours with the selection of colours. It's been a bit of a challenge to narrow it down. So there were a lot of options available for this particular base of cloth in terms of colours. I think there were about 41 shades to choose from. So I managed to get it down to 13, which is basically 12 colours plus white. So what we have gone for this time is what I feel is going to be the fabric of the summer. This is, if winter was about the soft sweats, summer is going to be about these linen viscose blends. For me, anyway. And what we have is a blend of 30% linen to 70% viscose. So we've got the bringing together of two beautiful, I want to say natural fibres, but viscose is a bit of a debate, but very natural based fibres which are breathable. The viscose element really softens the linen and you just get that lovely perfect combination of soft and breathable, not too crisp, not too wrinkly. Yes, so let's get stuck in. So I asked you guys for your feedback on colours a few weeks ago. If you remember, I was showing you the samples. And we've done a lot of umming and ahhing in the shop as well. We've had the samples out and all been looking at them, and the response from everybody has been that everybody is overwhelmed by the selection of colours. But I did take on board from you guys that a lot of you wanted to see some more natural shades, and that came through on the customer survey as well. So some more muted, kind of more nature-inspired kind of shades, as well as the regular brights and pinks and purples. So, hi Kirsty. I will begin with the what I might call the duller end of the colour palette, but more of that natural kind of line. So we have 13 shades. And I will start off by showing you the one on the top, and this one is Cocoa. Now, I don't know about you. Tea. Maybe move the tea away from the nice fabric. But I'm finding that browns are everywhere at the moment. They were very popular last year, and they seem to be still reigning a lot in popularity. So this is a lovely brown. Dull is just your... I don't think so, Annette. So this is the good bit, because now you'll get to see how this cloth behaves. And I am a fan of this. I think this is such a good middle of the road, sort of all... what's the word? All occasion fabric. So as you can see, we've got a really lovely drape. Got plenty of fluid movement in there. I'm trying to find a good bit of fabric to show you on. It's a bit twisted. So you can see that movement that we have. If I bring it up close, it might be harder to see on a darker colour like this, but you can see the texture. So that kind of slub texture that we have, which is very linen-y. I wish you could feel it. It's lovely and soft. Now, in terms of opacity, I think it's good. I think it's trouserable. But yes, a really lovely chocolate brown. So this is Cocoa. So I feel that this fabric would do most things. I think it's fine enough to be sort of blouses and tops. It would make beautiful dresses, be lovely for skirts, and would also be perfectly adequate for trousers as well. So it's a real all-rounder. I have got my eye on that new True Bias pattern that's just come out, the vest. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Somebody remind me what it's called if you've seen it, but it's gorgeous. And I'm literally just got to choose a colour. So again, just to reiterate, we're 30 linen to 70 viscose, machine washable at 30 degrees, which is nice, lovely, practical, beautiful fabric. So Quinn, that's the one, thank you. We were literally looking at it about half an hour ago. You need wide leg trousers. You do. Sophia trousers. There we go, Mandy's there. Okay, so continuing on with the nice muted shades. This one is Mocha. So very much a nice milky coffee shade. So we're still in the brown zone, but a little lighter. I think this would be a really nice candidate for that Quinn vest. I'm not going to unroll every single one, but I will just show you the colours. I have used, for now, because these have just come in, I've used the manufacturer's images on the website. I feel they come off a little bit dark. So for every shade, I've included like a collection photograph of all them together so that you can get a feel for how they kind of look in real life. I'm hoping to get better photos in time. But I did want to get them on the website for you. Hi Michelle, you're adjusting a jeans pattern. Gosh, very clever. So that one is Mocha. I feel like it maybe should have been latte, but off we go. I have some nice tea. I should have called it tea. Then we have a gold. So a nice ochre-y, slightly mustardy gold, a soft gold. I know a couple of you had asked for this particular shade. So that's very pretty. And then the colour that I am seeing everywhere right now is lemon. So a really beautiful, soft, buttery lemon. I just seem to be seeing lemon items everywhere this spring. It seems to be very much on trend. So very nice, very fresh. That could be a contender for the vest as well. I'm not sure. Is lemon one of my colours? I don't know. Like that. Then we move into slightly darker again. This is a terracotta. It has a pinkish tone to it, but it's a very soft terracotta, so more on the orange line. There was another orange option that was Day Glow orange, which I felt was maybe a little bit out there, but this one is much gentler. Elaine's unboxing a baby lock. Wow. Well done. Very nice. And then finally, in this sort of first group of colourings, have the much requested burgundy, because lots of you wanted to see a burgundy shade, which was a surprise because, yeah, it wouldn't be my first thought for summer, but I like it and it's very pretty. So a lovely wide wine shade of red, rather than like a pillar box kind of bright red, if you know what I mean. This is obviously darker and a bit less brash. So yeah, a lot of you had asked for the burgundy, so the burgundy you have. I'll grab some tea. No, it's not a raspberry, Suze. It's definitely like a wine shade. Definitely a wine. Yes, the terracotta is more of an Italian clay. I like that. Oh. Okay. Stack number 2, Bordeaux. Yes, well, Burgundy is red wine region, isn't it, as well? Honestly, I sit here and debate these things. What should I call it? And then they come with names, and sometimes I'm like, that's not right. I don't like that. Okay, so stack of colours number 2. The first brown was cocoa, like cocoa powder, chocolate. Obviously a very me kind of a colour. This is lavender. Put that one there for you. See there? I'm just hoping I'm getting these on both cameras, or else I'll be missing it off half the video. So a nice soft lilac. Honestly, there were like 5 purples to choose from. I mean, how am I supposed to choose? And then we have azalea. The azalea in my garden is about to bloom, and it does come out a lovely hot pink like this. So kind of fuchsia-ish, but not too zingy. Again, just a little bit pared back. But yeah, that is quite a Jenny Stitches pink, it's got to be said. And then we are looking at cobalt. So really vibrant blue. This to me, and these shades are just screaming summer holidays. Like, this is very Grecian, this feels to me. In the next couple of weeks, we'll have to do a like what goes with what, and we'll pair some of these plains with some of the prints for a bit of inspiration, because they're gonna go with a lot of things. But yeah, this is beautiful. I always feel that royal blue is really one of my colours. But yeah, just pops. And it's really interesting to see from your comments sort of how, you know, some of you are more going for the brighter shades and some of you prefer the naturals. The fabric is a viscose linen blend. It is 70% viscose to 30% linen, and it is indeed 136 centimetres wide. I will be able to reorder all of the colours, yep, but not immediately, so it will take a few weeks between orders. Let's have a look. Had anybody asked about the width, Kirsty, or were you just asking if that was correct? But it is correct. Okay, then we are on to the final few. This one is turquoise. I don't feel like that needs a lot of introduction. It would be lovely for shorts, Bev. They would be very soft shorts. Very nice. Come round and feel it. I didn't see that question about width. In a minute, Elaine. Let me finish this. Okay, so turquoise. And then we have this beautiful leafy green. I think I called this one Leaf. So again, back to very natural kind of shades, but very beautiful. I feel very pale on this camera today. And then finally in the colours, we have moss, complete with a bit of fluff. So more of a khaki kind of ivy, mossy green. So as you can see there, we have a lot of colours to pick from. And of course, we have a beautiful white as a control shade, shall we call it. So I hope you like those. Let me know if you want to see any of those again, maybe later on. We can pull them back out because we do have a few other things to get through in the meantime. Okay, where was that question about cherries? The cherries is pretty much gone. I can't scroll through these comments anymore. I think my phone's decided to get stuck. Double gauze cherry, I only have 1.5 meters left. I think it might even say 0.5 meter, Elaine. I've only got two small pieces of it, that neither of which are more than half, neither of which total a meter. So you'd have to let me know what you were looking for there. It went out really quickly. Okay, so that's the linen viscose blends. Very excited for those. And like I say, I think they're going to be very, very popular. Let me know which is your favourite colour, what you think you would make. It might do, Elaine. There's a lot of stuff on the way next week, so it won't be immediate. It'll be in the next few weeks. I'll be honest, I didn't actually order that at the outset. My fabric rep sometimes sends me photographs of things and he's like, do you want some of this? And I was like, yeah, that's really nice. So he just chucked a roll in. So it was a happy accident, that one. There is still a good amount of the lemons left though. Yes, the double gauze behind me is cornflower blue. Right, let's move on. No, the viscose linen doesn't have any stretch. None at all. It's lovely and soft though. So I've got 3 new bag webbings just to share with you quickly, just to break up all of that fabric. I had a big haberdashery restock this week and we have some fresh bag webbing there. So we'll just show you those. Now these are embroidered. Thank you, Mandy. Like a tapestry kind of effect. And we have a nice soft red, a green and a blue. So just very quick interlude. Those are 38mm webbing and work with all of 38mm hardware. Right, now I've got those out of the way. I reminded myself before, I was like, don't forget to mention the webbing. Okie doke. Right then, let's get these other beauties in to show you, because we've got some stripes. Now, I'm going to lift that up so you can see it on the other camera as well. I don't know about you, but I have been seeing striped trousers and garments everywhere recently. They keep popping up on my social media. In particular, sort of drawstring waist striped pants seem to be really in. That and ginghams. But I'm very excited about this one. This is a bit of a blend of everything. This one is cotton, linen and polyester. So I think it's around 30% cotton, it's like a brain, 25% linen and the rest polyester. So a real sort of genuine blend of things. I am so happy with the sort of density of this cloth. When it was on the way, I hadn't actually seen samples of this. So I was just a little bit concerned, would it be thin? And it is not thin, but it's still got drape. So I'm going to get it up and show you so you can see how it moves, because that is the most important thing with Live at 5, is it not? I love a stripe too, Elaine, yes. Okay, so this is 160 GSM and it just has a real nice amount of body. A linen blends itchy. Oh my goodness, no, not at all. They would only be itchy if they contained wool. But because there's such a high amount of viscose in them, they're very, very soft and very gentle against your skin. Sorry for that little interlude. No itchiness there. Okay, back to the stripes. So you can see here the movement that we've got. This still has a lovely soft handle and drape to it. It feels very smooth to the touch. but it just has a bit more body to it than a regular sort of shirting weight or a chambray, which I think for trousers in particular is just going to have that a little bit more, what's the word, other than body? I kind of almost want to say grip. That's not the right word. But yeah, really, really lovely. Oh, I think you've got your answer there. So this is the silver colourway, and the distance between the little stripes is 9mm, I think, so it's about 1 centimetre width on each of those stripes. Apart from trousers, these will be lovely for shorts, for dresses, for nice shirts. I know a lot of us have been doing the whole oversized shirt thing. Really lovely for all of those things. So again, a really, really great fabric for the whole summer. You could even make pyjamas. There she goes. But yeah, lots of nice body to this one. Very, very pleased with it. That's the silver. We'll get this rolled back up and show you the other colours. So very, very pretty as a group. Let me know what you think to this one. Interested to know your thoughts. I think you're going to like it when you see it out in the wild. And all of the colours, because they are yarn dyed, are really nice and crisp. And it's a bit like a chambray. It's woven with a white in there as well. So it just kind of tones down the vibrancy and gives a nice soft appeal to the colours. This is the blue. I bet you're gonna like this one. Very, very summery blue. I don't think I need to say too much about it because it's so pretty. And that's our blue shade there. Blue skies. Again, a vest or a waistcoat to match your trousers. Yes, Jenna shirt, perfect. Any of those oversized shirt patterns would be gorgeous, and it would sew so nicely because it does have that crispness. You just know it's going to be one of them that's going to be nice to handle. They would indeed make men's shirts. Yeah, they'd be quite, it would have quite a bit of body, but it would be nice for a men's shirt, definitely. This is the black. I have described it as charcoal on the website because it's black woven with white, that then comes off as grey. And so just for clarity, because, hi Emma, I have had before with chambray that's described as black. Somebody wrote to me and said, my fabric's coming, it's not black, it's grey, which I can kind of understand. So just for clarity, even though this has the name black, it's not a solid black. But again, I think in the trouser line, this would be for me, definitely. Very fashionably late, Emma. You've missed all the viscose linen. Then we have red, which again, because of the white that's running through, that's softening that red, and it is almost a touch on the pink side, I feel. Like from a distance, you could call that pink. Oh, you want to try making a shirt? You'd enjoy it. You could do that, definitely. So that's the red colour. Okay, you can see that movement there. Very pretty. And finally, in this little group, we have lilac, which obviously I adore. So a really, really pretty purple. I've got to admit, this particular line of fabric only came in 5 colours and I was like, I'll take the lot. Absolutely love this. But yeah, I think those are going to be really popular and I think that you will really enjoy them. So those are the cotton linen blend stripes. We'll get those moved up and out of the way. I've got a few more bits of fabric to show you. And then we can talk about the labels that have come in today. Oh, sorry, not sorry, Emma. Cameron butternut. Anything from Helen's Closet is amazing, isn't it? Oh, right. 8-ounce denim. A little bit boring after all that lot. So the denim that I used to make my paper cut Sarah pants that a few of you had asked about last week, I had a few messages, that is back in stock. So that is this one. It is the mid-wash 8-ounce denim. Look for mid-wash. It's in the back in stock section on the website. You've been put on a label ban. How does one end up on a label ban? Is it really that bad? Okay, and in the same base cloth we have a lighter wash. Chris, if you want to come in and talk about shirts, I could talk all day about shirts. Happy to advise. So a lighter colour of the 8-ounce denim. Now the 8-ounce is a good in-between weight. It's not very heavy like you would get for traditional jeans that are much more in the 12-14 ounce end, and it's not lightweight like a shirt weight. It's very much in the middle, which makes it really nice for lightweight summer trousers. And it is not too heavy for a Zadie jumpsuit, no. I think it would be really nice as a Zadie jumpsuit. Helen's Closet Ruby Dungarees in that. Oh yes, that would be so pretty. So this is the lighter wash. It is not as light as the denim that I did my Fia trousers in, if you've ever seen me in those. It's kind of somewhere a little bit bluer than that, so it's quite a nice fresh summery colour. The only thing I would say with this denim is that it has a very strong sort of chemical smell to it at the moment because it's just come in. Quite often with denims, they do smell of the dyes that they use. The bleaching process is quite savage, I think. And quite often we find that when they come into the shop, you can really smell the finishing chemicals on them. So that will fade with a couple of washes, but I just want to be really clear about that, because if you purchase this and open the bag and you're like, whoa, what's that smell? That's what it is, but it will settle down with a wash or two. Plenty of fabric conditioner will fix that for you. So that's the lighter shade, which I really love. Like a nice light denim for summer. Random question. Oh, we're getting a lot of random questions tonight. I love it. About stretch denim. What is the heaviest weight of stretch denim for jeans? Oh, do you know, I don't see many options, at least from a wholesale perspective, for stretch denim. The heaviest that I have seen is around 9 to 10 ounces, but I've never come across heavier than that. It tends to just even come not with a given weight, it just tends to come described as stretch denim, and it's always the same. So please let me know if you see differently. But that's the answer to the best of my ability. Okay, I did show this on a little video easier. Oh, you found some 14-ounce stretch denim. That's a good effort. Maybe Hayley can share where she found her 14-ounce at for you. Sorry, so I did show this on a video earlier in the week, but this is, yes you can, the lemons double gauze. There was the cherries, but that's flown off very quickly. And yeah, very pretty. Now that would go really nicely with that lemon, that lemon linen, wouldn't it? Oh yeah. So very sweet. I love a lemon print. It's like the most summery thing. Okay. And just a bit of a public service announcement that if you were waiting for the Buttercup gingham seersucker check to come back into stock, it is back. I had around 30 meters of it. Some of it's already gone back out, but very, very pretty. I cut out a Tilly and the Buttons Nell. A Nell. A Nell blouse in this last week. So excited to get that sewn up. But if you have been waiting for that one, it's back and it's available again. Okay, let's take a deep breath. And then we'll have a little look at these labels before it gets too late in the day. But I do just have to share these because you might, if you're picking up a bit of fabric, you might want to put a pack of labels in there as well. You know how it goes. Oh, you're sewing a Friday Pattern Company Bateau top. Nice. That's one of their sort of pay what you feel patterns, isn't it? In the navy and cream striped jersey. Beautiful. Right. Just for the benefit of YouTube who can't see the comments, because I feel like for the purposes of the tape, 14-ounce stretch denim was purchased at Guthrie Garney. There you go. Could you ask what pattern my dress is? My dress is the Tilly and the Buttons Indigo with the expansion pack, so with the puff sleeve and the button back and the frill on the bottom. You're welcome. Right. Okie doke. Right, so I haven't actually had a restock of labels in a little while. So I've had a very long overdue top up from the lovely Victoria at Little Rosy Cheeks, and I've also picked up some of her sewing patterns as well. So she does a range of children's patterns, which are adorable. And I've had my eye on them for a little while, but I didn't realise how lovely the packaging is. They're really, really beautiful. And they come in these almost like a little folder, like you could put them on the shelf. You see how they've got it on the spine? A bit backwards there. But yeah, so we've got 3 designs here. And these run from ages 3 to 4 up to 13 to 14. So a nice spread of ages. And they're very sort of simple. Well, I say simple, one of them isn't that simple. Simple designs, but really nice for little ones. So we've got the Folly jumpsuit here, which is very straightforward. And it's got a nice elasticated detail in the back. Can't wait to put these out on display in the shop because they're so pretty. They're just going to look lovely on the shelf. We have the Mizzle dress, which is a knit t-shirt at the top with a woven skirt at the bottom. The photos that she's got for these are really, really pretty. They really show it off very well. And then finally, we've got the Ethel dress and top. And this is really unusual and it looks so nice made up. I really would urge you to go and have a look at the sample pictures that are over on the product on the website, because it really does look lovely made up. And one of the samples that Victoria has made is in a gingham, and lining up all those pleats in a gingham, like hats off respect for doing that. Very, very brave, but really pretty. And I could really see Juliet, my daughter, wearing some of these. This one in particular, and this one will be ideal for those linens that we've just looked at earlier on today. So what a happy coincidence that is. I couldn't not add these on and show you this evening. Okay. Right. So those are the patterns. You see how nice they sit together like a little library. And then we have some new label designs. Now, I'm not sure how well these are going to actually show up on camera because, you know, labels are small. But I will try and show you very quickly what I picked up. Some of these you will probably have seen around before and some of them are a bit newer. But I basically picked up enough packs to completely restock my display stand. So we're going to start off with the Perfectly Imperfect. I'm sorry if this is backwards because I'm on forward-facing camera. I think these were the ones that they did in collaboration with Asma and Fauve. But yeah, really lovely. I'm going to put that one up there so you can see that too. We have the It Feels Good, which is a smaller one, which is a very sort of groovy little label. I'm just going to quickly whiz through these. I love this one. This would be nice with the linens. This is Life is Colourful, so very apt for this evening's discussion. Then we have a velvet one, which I can't help but stroke, in a nice teal velvet that says made by me. Love that. Is that going to focus on there? Stay True to You. That's a good one for me, that is, after this last year. There we are. And possibly my favourite of all of these. Being a child of the 90s, swing it, shake it, move it, make it. Who do you think you are? Okay, so Spice Girls inspired. And then we have some nice little side seam labels, which are a kind of a ribbed finish on them with one of a kind and authentic. They'd be really nice on like jeans and cords and jackets, that kind of thing. Like there. And then we've got Freshly Made, which is a nice floral on kind of a denim finish. So would work really beautifully with those 8 ounces that we've just chatted about. And it contains both the hanging loop label and the more rectangular one. On there. This one's cool. We're nearly there. We've got Today is a Good Day. Teal and lime, very much Michelle's colours. There. And yeah, that's all of the new labels. And we do also have, but I can't reach them, we've got the metal handmade labels which you can put in your bags. They're so cool in rose gold and a pewter shade. So go and check those out over on the website. I don't know about you, but I am exhausted after that. So if there's anything else you would like to see, or any questions that you have, please do pop them in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you. I feel like somebody asked me to show them something and it's zipped back up. Yay. I like all of them, that's the problem. I'm very fortunate that she always sends a spare copy for sort of sample sewing purchases as well, so I get one of each, which is nice. Hi Caroline, I'm sure somebody asked for something. Please let me know in the comments if it was you. Wasn't just the cherries, was it? The barley, that was it. Barley cotton poplin. That will be this one. Complete with tag. Barley cotton poplin. That was it, Mandy. Well done. I love this. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I'm surprised this hasn't sort of flown out. This is a ex-designer one, this one. I think it's a Zara. How to join in? Join in with what, Lynn? Okay. So, very smooth. I'm not sure if it's like... It's definitely described as a poplin, but it feels quite like a sateen kind of finish. Very nice. So I'm going to show you that for scale, and then you get an idea of the size of the print. But very, very vibrant turquoise, and we've got these nice little sort of sundial kind of designs. I hope that answers your question. Please could you see the burgundy linen again? You absolutely can. Oh, let's just pop this back on the shelf where it's supposed to be. Burgundy linen's right in front of me as well, so that's super. Bought the cocoa shade because you can't risk losing it. Bless you, Annette, thank you. I don't think you would want to miss out on that either, it's gorgeous. Okay, here is the burgundy. Nice wine red. You're welcome. There we go. That gives you an idea of how that looks. I'll put it next to me and then you get a feel for it next to an individual. It is just so soft. If I just get it, see. Yeah. I hope that helps. So we have social stitches tomorrow. I've got both of your parcels. Oh, you're welcome, Emma. You're welcome. I hope you like it because I'm very excited about these and they look, I kind of don't want to put them away on the shelves because they look so pretty just stacked in a nice little heap. I want to keep them out just to look at for like a week or two. Next week we have some printed linen blends coming in, which will be nice. And a couple of bits of jersey and some ginghams. So it's all go. It is all go at the minute, but we're kind of, you know, getting that seasonal drop of new prints and colours and bases. And it's just really, really nice. It brings a nice energy at this time of the year. So if there's not any more for any more, I will head off because we've been on for quite a while, haven't we? 40 minutes according to my camera. So thank you for your patience, everybody, and I really hope you enjoyed looking at all of those gorgeous new fabrics. Let me know what you think. Thank you to everybody that's popped an order in on the live. I have seen the ticker go around a few times, so very, very much appreciated. Rent's due next week, so it's always good to get a few sales in beforehand. Have an amazing weekend, everybody. If you've got any questions, please do let me know. Always happy to help out. But I will see you soon. Take care. Happy sewing. Love you all. Bye-bye.